Well, the sun has left us here in the Northwest, but the Mariners remain in town. 3 games against the Kansas City Royals, and Julio Rodriguez, couldn't get here soon enough to take on the Royals. Royals and Mariners, the first of 3 right here from T-Mobile Park.
Up on the mound tonight for Scott Service is George Kirby.
This will be his 9th start on the year, a 3-3 record, a 4.15 ERA for George. In 43 in the third, he has 45 strikeouts over just 5 walks.
Michael Garcia, leadoff hitting third baseman, begins things tonight for the Royals.
Here's the pitch in the way, swinging a line shot into right field. Haniger going back to the 1 track, reaches up on the run, and he makes the catch. And 1 away for the Royals.
That brings up Bobby Witt Jr., who enters tonight batting .305. His name litters the American League leaderboards.
That's bloop to right field. That's baseball. Garcia hits it right on the nose for an out. And Bobby flares one to right for a base hit. 1 on, 1 out. That hit Vinny on the foot. So down in the count, 1-2. He will reach. And the Royals have 2 on with 1 out. And now Salvi is hit. And by the sound, I think it got him on the elbow guard. And the Royals will have the bases loaded with 1 out. And Kirby hits back-to-back hitters.
First time in Kirby's young career he's ever hit 2 batters in the same game, let alone the same inning. Bases loaded, 1 out. Here's Massey. He blows it right past him with the gas at 97 miles an hour, and a big out number 2.
Fastball up and in, which is still the toughest pitch to hit in baseball. And Massey could not get to it. Bases loaded and 2 down. Here's Nelson Velasquez.
Big chopper slowly. Dylan Moore. Plenty of time to first base. And George Kirby gets out of a first inning jam. He's shaking his head a little bit, but avoids the damage. He leaves him loaded.
Well, Brady's pitched very well against the Mariners, as you said, Rhino. Looking for another good one here. Continue this hot pitching streak by the Kansas City Royals.
High lift the opposite way. MJ Melendez is into the corner, and well, you talk about a basket catch in its truest form. Hot start for that guy out there. Again, this one a little straightened out a little bit more. Let's see, into the corner. What we got? He's got both. He got them both. Jerry, give that man a contract.
What are the chances?
I mean, this guy has got a future here. He should just go home now. It won't get any better than that.
Well hit to center field. And Blanco is there to make the catch on the edge of the track. Line to left field, but it'll stay up for Melendez. 2 up, 2 down. And Brady strikes him out on 3 pitches. 3 up, 3 down. No score at the end of 1 in Seattle.
At the knees, and his strikeout number 2 for Kirby. And 2 outs for the Royals here in the top half of the 2nd.
It's a steal with a head-first slide by Blanco, his 11th of the year, and he moves into scoring position with 2 down.
Hits the corner that time. George Kirby with some 96-mile-an-hour pace. 3rd strikeout, and he leaves a man. Cal Raleigh is digging in there. Line off of Pasquantino's glove and into right field, and Cal Raleigh is aboard. He's thinking 2. He's thundering to second base, and he slides in safe. Guess the head first dive was out of the question there.
I would hope so. Yeah, exactly.
So Haniger called looking at his strikeout number 2 for Brady Singer, and 1 on and 1 away. Raley in his last 16 games batting .295, a home run, and 4 runs batted in.
Shot to center, blasted back out of a cannon and gone off the batter's eye. Luke Raley with a straightaway blast. He has put the Mariners in front of the 2nd inning.
432 feet gives you a real idea, good idea how strong he is.
Oh no, they tried it. Luke, easy, big man.
Julio is 3rd hit on the homestand. He's now 3 for 14. A homer and a couple runs batted in. Good way to start this 3rd inning.
Into right field for a base hit. Julio making the turn. Sprints into 3rd base, and he gets in there safe. Runners on the corners.
Right back at it again.
Over 30 pitches for Singer in the 2nd. Now facing Cal Raleigh, who doubled his first time up. Oh, this is charged out to center field. It is on the track at the wall. It stays in the yard. Julio is in. Polanco can only push into 2nd. Everybody was waiting to see if Blanco would take it away or not.
Cal was about 3/4 of the way to second, but everybody had to make sure he didn't catch the ball. That's a long, loud RBI single. 3-0 Mariners here in the third. Another RBI for Cal, his 24th, and he's got a 2-for-2 night working. So 1 down, and that'll bring up Luke Raley. You know Luke's feeling good about himself. He powered a home run. It was first here at T-Mobile Park as a Mariner.
On the ground, quickly skimming into right field. Polanco is being waved home. Here comes the throw home. It's offline. Polanco scores standing, and the Mariners tack on another run here in the third inning. What a night it's been so far for Luke Raley. 4-0 Mariners. 96, just up out of the strike zone. 5th strikeout for George Kirby.
And Velasquez is retired. 2 gone.
George, after getting out of that bases loaded jam, Dave, has these guys in swing mode right now.
Raley near the chalk in left field. He reels it in for out number 3. A 7-pitch inning for Kirby. Another quick one. And they're going to challenge this.
This is a really nice play by Polanco to pick it and then get the tag on him if he did. There you go. Yeah, right there on the helmet. I don't think there's much doubt about that.
Call on the field out. Seattle retains challenge.
So 2 outs and nobody on.
At the center, stung. Julio right there. Yeah, a little wrinkle tonight, it seems like, from Kirby with that slider in particular. Faces the minimum. Yeah, I got a change here for the Mariners. Curious about this one. Luis Urias is off the bench and at third base, and Josh Rojas has shifted from third to second, so Polanco is out of the game.
When he made the tag, his hand did hit the helmet, and I don't know if something happened on that tag that's causing him a problem.
Yeah, we just got word Polanco left the game with hamstring tightness.
First 2 batters, 2 strikes. Kirby gets him out on the very next pitch. He's now retired 15 of the last 17.
Some of these outs are like some soft contact and some easy plays when the ball hit down to Urias. Scoops, throws over, plenty of time. George, again, didn't break a sweat in the 6th. 10 consecutive retired. He's on a roll. He's got a 4-0 lead. Going back is Urias, looking for Raley. Didn't want to run into him. He jumped at the last second, and it falls in and out of his glove. Oh, he had it. E5 at the last second. He did sort of, I don't know why, but he did a little bit of a jump and hit it the heel of his glove and came out.
And the Royals stack a couple of runners. First time they've had multiple men on base since the first inning. Thornton warming up in Scott's bullpen. Nobody out, 2 on. Strike 3 called. A gracious call, and Kirby very thankful. There's out number 1. Just a touch in off the plate. Broken bat. Slow ground ball. Rojas on to second. That's all they'll get.
They erase Velasquez. Going to third is Massey. Safe on a fielder's choice is Frazier. 2 down. So now the Eddie dearly wants to get is Tyron Blanco.
Ground ball up the middle. Rojas behind the bag. Gathers, and they got him at first base. Well, it's another beauty spun tonight from George Kirby. 7 innings, no walks, 6 strikeouts.
Pasquantino has a single. The Royals have runners on the corners with 1 out in the top of the 8th. Salvador Perez steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2 tonight.
Stanek ready again. The 1-2. It is strike 3 called as Stanek strikes out Salvador Perez looking at a slider. 2 outs for the Royals here in the top of the 8th inning. 2 on, 2 outs, and here's Michael Massey.
Breaking ball ripped into right center field, down into the gap, a base hit. Whitson to score. Pasquantino heads to third. The ball gets by all the way to the track. Pasquantino rumbles around third. He's in to score standing. Michael Massey has a 2-run double. The Royals are on the board. They've cut the deficit in half. Michael Massey delivers a 2-run double. This is a 4-2 game in the top of the 8th.
Luke Raley is aboard a 1-out single. That's his 3rd hit tonight.
What a night for Raley, his 3rd base hit.
Raley takes off, and he is into second base.
I'll tell you what, for a big man, he gets a heck of a jump. Once he's off and running, he's on his way, and a big stolen base for Luke. An out base hit gives you a huge insurance run. Here's Ty France.
A high fly ball out to left field, blasted back, insurance delivered by Ty France.
Ty France with his 3rd home run of the season, and he gives the Mariners the insurance runs the Mariners were looking for here in the bottom of the 8th, and it's now the Mariners 6 and Kansas City 2. What a shot by Ty.
This is the 3rd time this year Scott has had to call on Munoz for a save of more than 3 outs. Jay Melendez shoots this out to center field. A deep charge. Julio has room on the track.
And a quick out.
97 running in. Searing the edge from Munoz. 2 outs.
So the Royals down to their final out, and here's Dairon Blanco.
Hey, got him. Puts him away with the slider. Munoz gets the final 4 outs tonight, and the Mariners get a Game 1 win.